YouTube, welcome to the 15 or so minute Borfin Boys podcast.
Shut up.
My name is Johnny, and joining me today, of course, is the farting Tart. Tart, you want to say hello? Why'd you leave? You can't leave me alone! Hold on, let me go. Welcome in farting Tart. Tart, would you like to say hello? Tart, would you like to say hello? Yeah, Borfin Around Cast, WWE 2012 and 2013 edition.
They got divorced or whatever in 2017.
So they've been divorced for about 6 years now. I wonder if it was they were just no longer happy or other things got in the way.
Jennifer Kate Hudson, also known by her nickname J Hud, is an American singer, actress, producer, and talk show host. Throughout her career, she has received various accolades for works in recorded music, film, television, and theater. Hudson became the youngest woman and second African-American woman to receive all four of the major American Entertainment Awards: Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. She also received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2013. Time named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2020.
That's actually really great for her. Proud of her.
Proud of you, bestie. How's that download?
The download's going. We are currently sitting at 9 gigs.
Out of
52.
57.
52. We're at 10 gigs basically. Like I said, it would take about 15 minutes. Now, Tart, as a dog, how do you find your life has changed, and what difficulties do you go through in everyday life?
What do you mean change? Like change from what?
Well, I mean, you have to climb stairs using all 4 of your appendages. For me, who has to just use their legs. I imagine you scamper upstairs when you're excited.
Well, I'll tell you the difficulties I have to go through life, including the one I'm currently dealing with where I got a fucking eyelash in my eye.
Also, yes, David Otunga was the 84th greatest wrestler of 2012. Allegedly. We don't pass judgment on...
I'm gonna go look at my eye real quick. Hold on.
Oh my god, I need a new podcast partner. I need a new podcast partner!
Mister, I didn't download the fucking game!
I didn't know the game was able to be downloaded! I would've... So you're blaming me, and then I'm also trying to fill time, and you've walked away twice. Rated 5 places higher than Pac? Wow. Well... Was Pac at the time Adrian Neville? I think they were. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I don't know. Unless they weren't with WWE just yet. I also don't know how old NXT is either, is the biggest thing. Because NXT feels like it was like 2014, 2015. But, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you off the top of my head. We'll wait for Tart to come back after they get done doing their eyelashes to find out. He was in Dragon Gate until July, debuted at NXT House Show in October as Benjamin Satterley. Oh my god. Benjamin Satterley is such a not a good name. I like Neville or Adrian Neville, and Pac is still Pac, but good god, that is a name. It's his shoot name? Interesting. Ba-da-na-na. I can't believe wrestling has, like... I will say indie wrestling since then has come so far. NXT would have rebranded in April, June, something like that. Yeah, that makes the most sense. I still can't believe it's over, like, 10 years old at this point. Like, I remember being, of course, like, the little developmental brand slash just giving wrestlers who were on the indies a chance to be on, like, TV, but not TV. because that was like the birth of the early WWE network. And then it came to just actual television. And as someone who has like occasionally, I will say, used Peacock, also known as the Cock, I miss the WWE network a little bit. I'll be honest. Did you ever watch Game Show NXT though? I did and I didn't. I remember I've seen clips of it. That's where if you were to go back, that's where you would see like when they were like such and such be partnered with an NXT talent. Like I think The Miz is partnered with Bryan Danielson, who at the time, like, it's like his big thing was like he has no charisma, he has no like personality, he's just a wrestler. And lo and behold, guess what works? So, and at that point, and that's why he got over, it's because he was a great wrestler. And he would go on to get fired because he would choke out Justin Roberts on a Raw television show. Not really, but like, you know, he did. And they're like, whoa, 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 you can't do that. You're fired. And then the big NXT Nexus angle happened. And he was like, he would go on to be a pro for Derek Bateman. Derek Bateman, also known as EC3. And we're not going to go into the company he's currently with or was with. I don't know if it's still a company. But, you know, that's what happened with him. Oh, yeah, and he would also, like, if I remember correctly, his now wife, Brie, and he would also be, like, paired with them two, Brie and Nikki. Redacted world champion, yeah. I will say, I think it was the other person that helped found that company was, like, brought back to WWE, and he's like, fuck this shit. They're like, oh, yeah, this is our message, you know, we're this company, blah 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 blah, and then WWE's like, hey, here's a lot of money, and then he's like, fuck this company, I'm leaving again. I'm not gonna shout out the wrestler because he's a garbage person still, and he's a garbage person then. And the only reason we talked about EC3 is because Derek Bateman was brought up, of course. I remember the Bella Twins wanted to be with him because he was a vegan. It sounded like Virgin. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like peak 2010, 2011. Wrestling for the longest time was just utterly just not great. And then he ends up being with Gail Kim. That's right. Oh my god. You know, at a certain point, like, I think for a while I should have just given up on wrestling. Because, like, thinking about this now, I didn't fully watch this at the time, but, oh boy. Just thinking back at it now, it just doesn't sound like a great stretch of wrestling. But then, to be fair, there's a lot of stretches of wrestling where it's like, why did people watch it? Is the biggest thing. And then he's in the Rumble and Matt Striker says, well, she's not really a girl. Like, what the fuck do you mean by that? The fuck do you mean by that, Matt Striker? You ECW reject. I think Tart may have fell down the stairs. Tart? Tart, are you still working on your eye, buddy? Tart. Okay, just double checking. We're sitting at 35%, by the way. I don't know if that's genuine excitement. Well, while we're still waiting on Tart and the download, we'll just get back to be fair, fuck him because he was trying to excuse Matt Riddle on MLW show recently. Oh, fuck off, Matt Striker. Also, fuck you, Matt Riddle. All the Matts are garbage people. I'm sorry, 2/3 of the Matts that I'm currently acknowledging are garbage people. Maybe you should change your name to something else. No. You can do that. You can just go by your middle name. You can just go by your middle name. Like Ethan. Wait a minute. I can't wait for this nonsense to go up on YouTube. This is gonna be fun. Which where it's me yelling at Tart going to the bathroom 2 different times. Him coming back wearing an eye patch a la Bryan Danielson. Bum, 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 bum. This is either going to do really well or it's going to do so poorly, but I don't care. Because what if I told you, gamers, there's already other wrestling stuff in the works? Because there is. It's exciting. Behind the scenes stuff right now. It's just going to be still little things. But still, I think it's going to be fun. Also, did you guys watch AEW Dynamite on Wednesday? That was some interesting stuff. I forgot they went back to Daly's place, which for those out there who don't know what Daly's place is, it's the Jacksonville location that they filmed Dynamite for the pandemic portion of the AEW run. Which, you know, makes the most sense because you can't really go anywhere during the pandemic. I'm so out of the loop on AEW. As of right now, the cliff notes are Hook, Swerve, and Hangman versus Joe. The Bucks are challenging Sting and maybe Darby at Revolution, and the use of women's wrestling is slightly going up, but not really. Because, surprise, surprise, TK still can't book women. Alright, can I get a women from the bathroom, please? This is where he would shout, women! But he still has his finger in his eye. I could go into the whole can of worms of women's wrestling. And it's not that it's bad. I'm not saying women's wrestling is bad. But the booking of women in most companies is not great. The only wrestler TK can get over are the ones not in his company. You mean don't hinder gender, as in former WWE champion Jinder Mahal? For those unaware of this, TK likes to put his foot in his mouth on Twitter. And Risu was like, why is Jinder Mahal facing Seth Rollins? And it's like, first of all, fuck off. Like, stay off of Twitter. It's the biggest thing in the world. Just stay off of Twitter. And B, let the man work. I understand it was a ha-ha he when he came back to be like WWE champion coming back at day 1. And then it was The Rock. Surprise, surprise. But then Jinder Mahal next week got a world title shot. TK was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm an asshole. Yeah, TK can't book big guys either. Just looking at you, fucking Big Bill, or I'm blanking on his name currently. And he just wrestled Sting on Dynamite. Hobbs, and Wardlow as well. Yeah. Here's the thing about. I'll go into this like briefly about Wardlow specifically, and Hobbs. I will say Hobbs is, you know, gotten a match on the pay-per-view recently, and you know, just wrestled Sting. Wardlow's whole thing was like, I'm coming for you, MJF. I'm gonna get you. And then squash match, squash match, squash match. And then, surprise, I'm with the devil, aka Adam Cole. And it's like, alright. Okay. That's it. I'm a background character possibly again with Adam Cole. Oh my god. Keith Lee, I will say this. I love Keith Lee to death. I think Keith Lee is a fantastic talent. I think he had enough time off, though, to recover from said injury that he currently has and chose not to. And that's what caused him to kind of get pulled from the match he was supposed to have. But at the same time, I feel like TK should have known about the injury and probably did, and still let him wrestle. So it's like, my guy, let them go recuperate, please, so he's not wrestling while he's in pain. Where's my big nasty bastard Paul White getting world title matches? Well, Paul White took a bump on his hip and then is now out for 6 to 8 months. Because for some reason, there's like, I want to take this spot where I'm going to throw you onto a car. Wrestling can be so fun. Oh, he died in the Yakuza match. I think it was Hobbs the one who killed him too. Where he's just like, he got fucking scoop slammed onto a car. And that's how he died. So again, Tart's been gone a while. I don't think he's coming back. Speaking of bastards, who needs more matches? Shane Taylor. Yeah, I would like to see Shane Taylor get more matches. There's a lot of talent currently that is slowly starting to be on TV a little bit more. But I think it's always like impeded because they want to build the best matches for pay-per-views coming up. Like the big three right now that have like just returned to television is Top Flight, Nash Andretti. But I really hope they have something going on with Private Party, because that'd be really cool because they both deserve TV time. I was gonna refer to Silas Young as well, but he's like not even the big. Yeah, no, he's not. There's a lot of big guys they're not using. I will also say I don't like that the tag team belts right now are just kind of in turmoil.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. I sat in the mirror for about 10 minutes and still didn't get this shit out of my eye.
You want me to help?
Yeah, if you can.
Well, you have to get Jake to help. I'm not near you.
Jake is also at work.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Tell him to come home. It's an emergency.
So I'm just suffering.
No. You can go and try and still get it out if you want.
I'm suffering.
No, you can go and try and get it out. We still got a few minutes, so we're done downloading. We're currently talking about wrestling if you want to join us.
Wait, we're just now done downloading?
It's almost done downloading.
Oh.
So I'm saying if you want to join us while we talk about wrestling. Because, you know, like a month and some change, we're going to be at Revolution.
We sure will.
Top Flight is great. Shame they take hits like Darby and endure them like Danhausen. Yeah. Have you been keeping up with the wrestling on Dynamite part?
I've been trying.
Did you see anything about Wednesday?
This upcoming Wednesday or this
This
Wednesday?
past Wednesday.
Well, I know that apparently now like 8 people are all like so going to Samojo and be like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Those people, of course, I will, say is like Hangman, Hook, and
Swerve when he drives.
Swerve Strickland. Is it upsetting that I'm like I see all of them come out and I was like, damn, I think Hook or Hangman's gonna take the pin in this. I don't think it's Swerve that's gonna take the pin. There's always that outlying like talent that's like, wow, they're gonna be the one that gets pinned in this match.
Yeah.
And then of course,
Unfortunately,
we were talking about the tag team titles as well. You know who the tag champions are, right?
yes.
Okay. Just making sure. For those again unaware, it's Big Bill and Ricky Starks.
Let's go.
I love Ricky. Big Bill's doing great, but Kenny, unfortunately, having diverticulitis and being teamed with Chris Jericho, things aren't going so great. 2007, he had a match.
Hey, the Young Bucks are back.
Oh my god, those are a lot of old wrestling names that I forgot about.
What, the Young Bucks?
No, Vladimir Kozlov, Luke Gallows,
Oh.
and Val Venus. Yeah, the Young Bucks are back. They're wearing black and white, and they have skeevy-looking, thin-ass mustaches. And then they're apparently going to be Sting's last opponents at Revolution.
Is that confirmed?
It's rumored. They also came out after I think
After Sting and Darby won.
Yeah. Which I would understand because I think they're probably going to be the best to wrestle Sting.
Sting loves the Young Bucks.
Yeah. So I could see that happening, honestly. But it's one of those things where we have to wait and see is the biggest thing.
Hey, is your game almost done?
It should be at 70%.
You said it was almost done.
I slowed down. What do you want from me?
For it to be done.
I'm trying. I can't make it go any faster.
Bruh.
I'm sorry.
Bruh.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
You should have done a bit where like we were like, Johnny, what's our backup? And we both load up Fortnite.
I would have had to have downloaded Fortnite.
Fuck!
What do you want from me?
I want you to be prepared!
I didn't know it was on nothing. It's something else was on cloud.
Bro.
I searched it earlier. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go get this. My eye. Hold on.
Okay, I can riff for another 30 minutes. It's fine.
Bruh.
What do you want from me? I didn't know. Okay, yell at me later. I could update Valorant. I'm not gonna update Valorant. I don't know if you... Is he really in TNA? I didn't know that. He's managing Fandango. Oh my god. That's another name I haven't heard in forever. Fandango. Is his name really Dirty Dango? Oh my god. For those unaware of Fandango, by the way, his debut match was at WrestleMania, in which he won against Chris Jericho. The sad wrestling knowledge that I have. He was also on Game Show. Was he on Game Show at NXT? Did he have a name outside of Fandango on Game Show NXT? Yeah, it was Johnny Curtis. Oh. That just sounds like real world names. Ugh, Johnny Curtis. Imagine strutting around using that name. Joke, of course. I just made that joke. What do you want from me? I don't need an echoing chamber, okay? He was on season 4 with R-Truth as his pro. God damn, the staying power of R-Truth. Do you think we could ever, you know, sustain a gimmick or a character for that long on wrestling? Or just in general? I feel like one day it's gonna, like, we're gonna come to an end and, you know, R-Truth's still gonna be going, but as us as, like, streamers are just gonna retire long after, or long before he even retires. Even though I think he's in his, like, 50s. Which is insane. That season was Johnny Curtis, Brodus Clay, gross. Derek Bateman, gross. Byron Saxton, Connor O'Brien, and Jacob Novak. Oh my god. I don't even know if these are real names or these are WWE names. Excuse me.
Well, sit here and I'm a fucking suffer.
You don't have to suffer.
Like, I don't know what else.
Became Connor of the Ascension. Disgusting. Did you rinse it out?
I can't rinse it out. I don't have anything to rinse it out with.
You not just have a bottle of water?
No.
Do you not have, like, a soda bottle?
Yeah, I guess.
See, what you would do is you would fill it with hot water or lukewarm water, and then you'd rinse your eye out. You would start from the left or right side depending on the eye, and you would just wash it out. You kind of have to have your eye open, but it's better than being blind. Jacob Novak doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. That's depressing. How do you not have a Wikipedia page? I feel like we could have a Wikipedia page.
Borfin Boys Wikipedia page.
Yeah. It would just talk about us as streamers, probably. And then, like, you know, it'd be like streaming life, personal life, accolades.
Maybe not personal.
Well, no, personal life would be like Tart and Johnny are known also as, and then, you know, we use our first names.
No, you'll get to learn about me.
I don't get to learn about you. What
No.
if I want to be like, he resides here? And then,
No.
why not? What if someone wants to show up to your house and get an autograph from you?
No.
Internet database, he isn't wrestled. Why not? You could be like Rey Mysterio when he's in public and they like see him from afar and make him sign a bunch of stuff.
That sounds terrible.
It is terrible. Don't ever do that to wrestlers. Like the people who show up at the airports when wrestlers are like traveling.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That shit's sad. Like, leave them alone. Like, come on now. They're people.
Was it Rhea Ripley who, like, after, like, one guy did that, was like, well, you all have lost the right to meet me at airports to sign things.
Yep.
You all have just lost the right.
Yep.
You can thank this guy for it. I think it was Rhea Ripley.
It's the right move, though. To be, like, entirely honest with people. It's the right move. Because it's dangerous. Like, if you can find people at the airport, then you can easily find out probably where they live or just in this specific area. Because, like, a lot of wrestlers who came from NXT probably still live in Orlando is the biggest thing. Spoilers, by the way. Or, not spoilers, but, you know.
Spoilers.
A lot of wrestlers still live in the Orlando area because that's NXT and everything. Or again, if you ever want to just meet an NXT wrestler, they're probably in the Orlando area. I know it's a dangerous thing to say, but like, they say that on they announce like from Orlando, Florida. Even people that got released still live there. Yeah, it's because I imagine rent's cheap as fuck. I imagine. I'm not for sure. Okay, we're at 90%.
Woo!
We're almost there, gamers. I apologize for the wait.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Yell at me later, okay?
Fucking right as spray.
Just yell at me later. It's fine. What was the lineup for season 2 of NXT? I'm curious. Ball, Michael McGillicuddy, Alex Riley, Husky Harris, Percy Watson, Lucky Cannon, Eli Cottonwood, and Titus O'Neil. Okay, so I know Caval. Michael McGillicuddy became Curtis Axel. Alex Riley. Husky Harris became Bray Wyatt. Titus O'Neil's Titus O'Neil. I don't recognize Eli Cottonwood, Lucky Cannon, or Percy Watson, though. I remember Caval being what's his face in TNA is the biggest thing. Like Cotton was originally in the Wyatt family, right? Getting before Luke Harper replaced him. That sounds about right. If you're gonna give them the name Eli Cottonwood. Bum, 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 bum. His pro was John Morrison. They talked about mustaches or something. Okay. That's something. Tart, do you have a mustache? Tart's gone away again. How far in the campaign do you think you can get before Tart comes back? An hour? 2 hours? 45 minutes? 6 weeks? Who's to say? I feel like I think, what was it, Michelle McCool and Layla were Caval's NXT pros, I believe. Probably get to Gears 4. Yeah, probably. Gears 4 is out now, by the way. Percy Watson wears sunglasses, no lens. His finishes a running, spitting splash. Interesting. I guess you gotta separate yourself a little bit. Then, like, 6 years later, became a commentator for NXT. Yeah, same thing happened with Saxton as well. Wait, I have an idea. Gears of War race, one playing Gears of War, one playing Gears of War. God of War, Sony versus... So you have Gears of War, God of War, fucking Xbox versus PlayStation. Marcus Phoenix versus Kratos. The boys versus the man and the boy. I've actually never played a God of War game. I've seen them and they look fun. I guess I've seen both the original series and I guess, like, it's not a remake, but it's like the continuation where, like, the combat and the gameplay changed, of course. That's something I would like to play on stream. Maybe like the first God of War or the second one, or whatever, and then play the more recent God of Wars. God of War pretty fun, but the old ones didn't age well. Not gameplay, but character-wise. Yeah, from what I've never played in the early God of War games, but a lot of that is it's interesting. And I'm not saying interesting in a good way. I'm saying interesting as it exists, and we've had to deal with it, and it's not the best now. Alright, hurry up. You're almost done. Cross the finish line. Pretty please. We're almost there. I will say, in terms of, from again, this is like a kind of knowing the series. From what I've heard storytelling wise, in terms of the new God of War games, it's nothing but excellence, which is really cool. Okay, now we're gonna launch this. We're gonna go here. Thank you, Calvin. We're gonna get rid of the Borfin boys cast above us. Oh, Jesus says he also did main event commentary, got replaced by various people like Sam Roberts and fucking David Otunga. I forgot David Otunga transitioned briefly to commentary. Not briefly, but like was on commentary.
For a time, the humans of Serra knew the illusion of peace. Until Emergence Day.
Modern God of War is kind of like the final season of Samurai Jack. Its excellence is built upon the original was. Oh my god, that's a good comparison. Because the God of War I mean, not God of War. The Samurai Jack final season was really good. Its storytelling was very nice.
Well, I tried to rinse out my eye. It did not work.
Okay, okay,
So I am just gonna sit here and suffer.
okay.
Did your game work?
Yeah, I invited you.
You invited me.
Yeah, just invited you.
Let's see if this works. This go round. Gamer. We're just an hour into the stream, it's fine.
Yell at me later, okay? Just yell at me later.
I'll yell at you now! Bark, 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 bark.
Did you get my invite?
Not in the game yet, Johnny!
I didn't know. Okay.
I'm loading!
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm loading.
I didn't know.